of technology with one city. This is your anchor for today, Kyla Nicole R. Odardo. Top stories for today, both in elementary and high school modular learning. And for our futures for today, should teaching in approach and strategy be employed in the standards-based curriculum and OBE? Here's the news one anchored by Mary-Jo C. Mapa. The outcome-based education, the OBE, is a framework in which educational curriculum, evaluation, and monitoring practices. Standards-based curriculum refers to the knowledge and skills students are required to possess. Yes, Nicole, outcome-based curriculum education, or the OBE, is a framework in which educational curriculum, evaluation, and monitoring practices are restructured to emphasize higher-order learning and mastery rather than the accumulation of course credits. Standards-based curriculum refers to the knowledge and skills students are required to possess, which are dictated by the learning standards they are expected to follow and is taught in a school or a particular course or a program. Teachers believe that their job was to help students achieve their objectives, and students appreciated this change in perspective from the previous beliefs that teachers were to judge them. As a result of the change in mindset, students became more receptive to teaching and less nervous. Here's Mary-Jo Mapa for the news. Back to you, Nicole. The news from the difference of content standard to performance standards. Here's Maxine Remelo for the news. Yes, Nicole, in each level of learning, content standards are broad statements that clarify what students should know, care about, and be able to do. When assessing whether content requirements have been met, performance standards are used to assess what clear, observable proof is appropriate. Maxine Remelo for the news. Back to you, Nicole. Here's Myzafane Damalaria for the news of the concrete evidence if the students output a standard-based curriculum. The students are given clear expectation that must be accomplished during class, and they are also allowed to perform what they learned during class, which is concrete evidence that the school is enforcing a standard-based curriculum. This is the News 3, Myzafane Damalaria. Back to you, Nicole. In the News 4, the role of the teacher in standard-based curriculum. Here's Maria Carla Alonso for the news. Yes, Nicole, the role of the teachers in standard is a reference setting. Teachers work to ensure that students learn the expected content as they progress through their education. In a standard-based structure, teachers work to ensure the students learn the expected content as they progress through their education. Assume that a history reproduces a standard-based test. Let's keep the conversation, continue, and fire burning. This is the news for Maria Alonso. Back to you, Nicole. The News Republic will be right back. For the News 5, the concrete evidence if the students display the OBE approach. Here's Junica Collado for the news. Yes, Nicole, the concrete evidence, this is the evidence that the students display the OBE approach, what they have portfolios of all the academic achievements and shows the progress of the students. This is Junica Collado for the news. Back to you, Nicole. For the News 6, the 3 characteristics of OBE that according to the higher education, there is a combination of 3 types of competence. First is the practical, knowing how to do things, ability to make decisions. Second, reflective, learn and adapt through self-reflection, applying knowledge appropriately and responsibly. Last is the fundamental understanding what you are doing and why. The News Republic will be right back. For the news of the biggest challenge of the K-12 PE and health curriculum in the Philippines, here's Nermi Taglip for the news. Yes, Nicole, The biggest challenge of the K-12 BA and health curriculum in the Philippines, it is creating the opportunities for the authentic learning is one of the biggest challenges the new normal facing right now. It is the authentic learning describe approaches that encourage students to learn through hands-on, collaborative projects that address real problems relevant to their lives. Approaches that share and shared interests in authentic learning include challenge-based, project-based, and civic learning through community participation. Furthermore, open learning will boost students' interest. This is important since students who are not interested in their studies are more likely to drop out. This is Narame Tablet for the news. For the news aid, here's Cindy Humilia for the news of the different levels of outcome based in OBE. Yes, Nicole, the different levels of outcomes in OBE, these outcomes can be set at different levels: individual, family, community, organizational, and societal. Each shift is likely to occur at the service and the societal levels as a result of a combination of factors, including our funded activities. Personal goals are set after a conversation with a caring veteran and accept that their personal goal is to access funding and use that funding to pay for driving lessons so they can be learned to drive. Like what I have been said, we found the result is greater in improvement of the students. This is Cindy Homilia for the news. For the news 9, the difference of learning approach to learning strength. Here's Melinda Minayas for the news. Yes, Nicole. In different learning process, the ALS learning areas are learning strengths, which are the ALS equivalent to subject informal school system, capabilities in communication and critical thinking, while on the other hand, the elements used by the teachers to help students understand the knowledge and deep learning methods. Teachers bear responsibility in this situation with a focus on planning, processing, and methods of implementation. This is Melinda Minayas for the news. Back to you, Nicole. Last, for the latest news, the philosophy of physical education and health education in the K-12 basic education curriculum. They agree that providing our students with a high-quality physical education curriculum is important. Why do kids need a good physical education program? Here's Roslyn Gabas for the news. Yes, in philosophy of physical education, the easy reason is they can stay physically active and involved for the rest of their lives and enjoy the benefits of it. Students benefit from quality PE because it provides them with a variety of valuable learning. Physical education is the part of the teaching process that focuses on the teaching skills and improving physical health. This is Roslyn Gabas for the news. That was the latest news for today. Again, I'm Kala Nicole R. Udabi, your anchor for today, that bringing you the latest news.